What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Tyler, and welcome to our first video in our Death Stranding community series. It's a slightly smaller community series than most that we do for games. We tend to have them be shorter, at least for some games. Last of Us is going to be much bigger, but Death Stranding releases just in a few weeks on November 8th, exclusively on the PS4. We're actually recording this on the day the game went gold, so a lot of big Death Stranding stuff happening, and we're only a little while away from the game actually coming out. So we got 4 videos, I believe, 4 or 5 videos in this Death Stranding community series. We're going to be talking all about the game leading into the game releasing. We're actually going to be giving away the game for free on the PS4 when it comes out. We'll be covering it. There'll be videos about it. I'll be live streaming it. Tons of stuff Death Stranding related. But we wanted to start it off kind of in a fun, but very, very different than what we normally do for these community series videos. And we want to talk about everything we don't understand about Death Stranding. Now, I'm going to start it. I'm going to go off just on a couple of things. And again, it's not going to be, I feel like for some people that may be clicking this isn't like super official. This isn't super formal. I don't know, and Tyler doesn't know, like a lot of the names of specific things in this game. It's just generally, because I know from Tyler's perspective, and he'll tell you later on this video, he's not getting the game primarily for the reason that it's too confusing, or, it's just kind of like too far out there for him, which I think is an incredibly fair reasoning, and I honestly feel a lot of people are in that exact same boat. I think there's people that are really intrigued and are getting it for the confusion, like me. And then I think there's people like Tyler, and there's probably the exact same amount of people that are just so confused by this game that it's just not for them, and it's very fair. So, one of the biggest things, I can go off on a lot of things, obviously, like that upside down world, and, how when you die, you go into this world, and whatever you do in this world stays there, but then when you come back, and the baby being like, the baby is your life, and you need to protect the baby, and then there's like that acid rain that like ages you and can kill you if you're not careful. There's a lot in this game that's confusing to me. To me, though, when I'm reading, and I've seen videos, and I don't think it's going to be, to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be all that hard to understand this game. I think if you just dedicate like an hour or two of your life to YouTube videos explaining it, I feel like you can get it. But at the same time, like, do you really want to waste your time, or do you really want to use your time doing that? With that being said, the biggest thing I am confused about in this game is the main premise of the game. We know that there's like the connection with the lady that they're trying to make the president, and the whole goal of the game, Hideo Kojima has said, is about, connecting societies, that the world is broken up, the world is all apart, and it's your job to bridge the gap and to basically get everybody back together. That's the whole stranding part of it. You're trying to build bridges, and you're trying to connect civilizations to bring it back together. My biggest question is, like, what does that actually mean? Like, I actually am very intrigued about the baby, about the life, about the rain, about that terrorist organization that uses those enemies that you can't really see only in certain circumstances, but the main character can see them, right? Or he has something where there's an ability where he can actually see them, or with the sonar thing on his backpack. Like, I get, I'm close to getting, and I feel like, again, just a YouTube video or two away from understanding that terrorist organization, from understanding the enemies in general, like the supernatural aspects, but like the base gameplay, the literal, like what you're actually be doing in the game, what are you doing? Like, you're transporting things, because we know he's like a carrier, so like you're going to be bringing packages from one place to the other. You're going to be literally putting bridges up. Like, we've seen him with like ladders to get across areas, but like, what does connecting the civilizations actually mean? What am I going to be doing there? I feel like the gameplay is the most intriguing part, but also the part that could be, I guess, the weakest part. I mean, I don't want to go after it too much, because Metal Gear is kind of known for also being very, very confusing, having the plot that spans all of these games, being very, very difficult to follow, but it's amazing. And the gameplay of Metal Gear is truly, truly awesome as well. So it's hard for me to want to go after the gameplay as the weakest thing, or the thing I'm most confused about, of what physically, like with the controller, moving him around, what I'm going to be doing, because I feel like for Metal Gear, it was really, really fun. It was very, very different. It's its own kind of genre of gameplay. And I think that while they haven't shown too much about it, it's going to be pretty good in Death Stranding as well. The story is like, I can just watch people explain theories about it, and I can try and understand it that way. I don't feel like, I mean, yeah, the concept of bridging things, I don't necessarily get. That other world, there's a lot of things that just don't make any goddamn sense in this game. But what I'm actually physically going to be doing in the game, like, is there? I don't think there's crafting, but like things with weapons, things with bringing something from one place to the other. I'm sure there's like stealth mechanics because you're going to be going into areas where the enemies are. It's going to turn dark. There's going to be that organization after you. So like I get there'll be filler things to get me from one place to the other, but just the base game, I'm confused as to what I'm actually buying the game, which I am. I already have it bought. I'm confused as to what I'm actually buying the game to physically do with my main character, and that's the biggest thing to me. And this is, this was a fun kind of video that I wanted to do. I wanted to come up with because I want you guys to explain it in the comments below. If there's anything that I said or Tyler is about to say that you guys do understand, please leave it in the comments below. If there's anything you guys don't understand as well, leave it in the comments below. We can try and answer those questions or get other people that know way more about this game than us to answer those questions. So Tyler, I mean, very confusing game. What about this game confuses you besides the entire thing?
So this game, like, I'm very conflicted. If I stutter, it's not because I have like a speech thing. I feel conflicted with this game. I really want to like it. I think it looks great. It's very interesting. I do like Norman Reedus, so that does have my attention. The way that the way it plays has my attention. The oddness kind of is turning me off, though. I will admit that. It's just weird. The ghosts and so many different things. I don't know. It's like it's interesting, and I almost wonder. I don't know. I feel like it's one of these games that'll take you 10, 15 hours, and this will be in all the reviews. Like once you hit like 10 to 15 hours, that's when it gets really, really good. I'm somebody who right now I have so much going on, and that this game comes out literally right before holiday season. Everything gets really crazy, so I don't have time to put that much into a game. And unfortunately, I didn't have that for Days Gone, and I wish I did. But I just don't have time to do that. Put all this time, energy, and stuff into this game. While the whole time I'm like, what is going on? I don't even understand what's happening. There's a baby, and when I get hurt or whatever, I have to do something with the baby. I just don't have time for it. It's almost like creepy, but I'm interested in it. I have so many feelings about the game, which I'm sure we're supposed to have, but I feel like the time when it comes out hurts it, especially for me. If it would have came out in like June or something, I probably would have played it more. I would have been like, well, over a couple of nights, I'll eventually get there, and then maybe I'll start enjoying it. But it just, I feel like it's like November. When it comes out in November, I know it's early, but still, it's literally weeks from Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all the craziness, the insanity of everything happening. I almost feel anxious, like I almost am getting anxiety thinking about it, because I just wish it was a little bit more clear what was happening. Like all the boxes, when you go around, you're collecting all the boxes, and you could put a ladder, and then the ladder, and like it's open world, but what are you doing? Like you're collecting all this stuff to do what? Like I don't understand that. How does that connect with the baby? How does that connect with the ghosts? Why are there, or whatever they are? Why are they in our world? Like all that stuff. It's the thing the clamp thing that's on his shoulder. What, I know that's like a sensor, like lets you know when you're near danger, but it's I feel like it's just so much stuff that I would just so much rather play Pokemon. I just would so much rather play Pokemon Shield. And I'm not like I kind of just want, like, at that time of year, you're putting your Christmas tree up, you're thinking about what am I going to get for this person, what am I going to get for my parent? Like, you're just thinking of all these things. I don't want to be like, oh my God, and there's a baby, and when I get hurt, do I got to feed the baby? Do I got to change the baby? There's just so many, you know what I mean, though? There's just so much stuff. I kind of just want to sit back. I want to have my Nintendo Switch. Maybe I'm on the couch. Maybe I'm in my bed and I'm just playing Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Get some gym badges. I just feel, and I'm not making fun. I'm not. I just feel that the timing of the game coming out, again, right before that, literally right before, I think like a week before Pokemon, so much more of a simple game where I can put it down, pick it up whenever. It doesn't take me 10 to 15 hours or whatever for it to get really good. It's Pokemon, and it's kind of just like, and here you go. You could either catch all these different Pokemon and you progress by doing the gym badges, and here's new Pokemon and you're leveling up. There's all the, the different, I forgot what they call that now, but whatever that new mode is where you can play with your friends. It's almost like it's so much more simple at a difficult time of year, in my opinion, the most difficult time of the year, best time of the year, but most difficult time of the year, that it's a turnoff for me. Where if this game would have come out months before, I feel like I wouldn't have been feeling this way. I feel like I would have said, you know what, let's just do it. Let me just get it, and let's just go through it, and maybe it'll be amazing. I have literally no desire right now. Maybe next summer, but honestly, do I care in almost a year after it's out, 8 months after it's out? I don't think I do. I really don't. So it kind of sucks. And I'll be part of this Death Stranding community in this community series because I'm definitely into it. And I do look into it, and I watch all the trailers, and I do follow it. But I myself, I can't get behind it. Maybe I'll change before it comes out. Maybe this community series will get me excited enough. I don't know. And that does happen. But just everything surrounding it right now, I'm like, man, I love it for what it is, and I truly do. And I want to know whatever kind of drug that Hideo Kojima's on. I'd love to try it. But, not that I don't do drugs, I would actually never try that. Because this is probably the most potent and dangerous drug on the market, you guys. So definitely, if you ever learn what it is, it's probably called Kojima. Stay away from it, all right? But, having said all of that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the word. I'm conflicted is the best way. I'm very conflicted.
So let us know in the comments below, guys, where do you stand? Are you more like me and are into it and are going to get it because of the confusion, or are you just kind of put off by how confusing this game is? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell icon, and again, let us know if there's any other videos or any other topics for videos that you want us to do for Death Stranding. We're going to be continuing this every single week leading it to its release, and then we'll be covering it once the game is out as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all on the next video.